I'm here with Stuart and Carolyn Starr. They're planning in Oran Park next year with the Anglican Church in Sydney. Can you tell us about how it is that you've arrived at Oran Park, Stuart?
Well, we're actually in Melbourne at the moment. We've come to be going to Oran Park. We really made ourselves available to God and said we're open to go where you'll have us. We had an invitation, we prayed about it, and we really think that there's a great opportunity there and that God's called us to go do it.
Great. Now you're at Figtree at the moment. How are you preparing now, being a large church, for the plan? What are you both doing now?
What are you doing now?
We're saying goodbye to a lot of lovely people, which has been very hard.
Yep.
We've actually come from a small church background, which is in some ways helpful, so we're heading back to that, which is quite nice.
Yep.
So it's not a daunting task, but just downsizing everything, getting back to basics with things and planning small in our heads to then grow big again.
Great. And Stuart?
I guess lots of things to do before the end of the year, but really just turning our hearts and minds to the things that have been successful where we've been and thinking about how they'll translate into a new environment. So not trying to do anything particularly rocket sciencey, just trying to think into that new space and what we'll bring under God to that new place.
Great. Now, what are some of your, your big fears with a new work?
You can tilt.
From the wife's perspective, it's a big deal to move your family and move to a new place. We are moving to a place we know no one. There's no support network for us to just jump into with the church, so that's daunting. But we have good supports back home which we'll stay linked into. Just overcoming that fear, knowing that God is with us all the time, and we're just trusting in Him that He has His place prepared for us and people prepared for us. That we can just go forward in that strength and not be overcome by those fears.
Great.
Yeah, I think there's a reality of the fact that it's a greenfield site, and that actually literally means there are green fields with cows on it. And that's I actually find that tremendously exciting, but it is a little daunting at times to think it's not like we're dropping into a suburb, it's a suburb to be, and so we're getting in on the ground floor and hoping to grow with it. And so as long as everybody's expectations acknowledge where we are right now, I think we can look forward to the future actually pretty full of excitement and joy and trusting God. So.
Great. Well, we'll be praying for you, and as a network, how can we be praying for both of you?
I think obviously for my family to make the transition well, for Caro and the kids and I to drop in and make good relationships, but also God to be merciful to us. He knows who we are and how we're equipped for that task, and for Him to be incredibly merciful on the people in Oran Park and those who will come, that many will be saved. That'd be a great prayer.
Great.